Have you ever been in a really big crowd of people? Last year, my family and I went to the English Bay Harbor in Vancouver in the summer to watch the fireworks show called Celebration of Light. There were thousands of people there, all jammed into a pretty small space. After the fireworks, we all wanted to move at the same time, to go home or back to our hotels. Now, how can you move a mass of people all at the same time? Scientists have discovered that big crowds move kind of like waves. So they are using the laws of hydrodynamics to study crowd movements. They can use this information to get people in big crowded spaces out of them safely. Physicists from Stanford University started thinking about this by watching the start of marathons. Of course, there are always lots of people at the starting line of a race. To deal with this, marathon organizers set up the race so runners are in groups. First, the group at the front gets to start, then the next group, and then the next group. Each group of runners moves slowly forward until it's their turn to start to run. So, as the researchers were watching the marathon, they realized that the runners as a crowd moved like a wave, and each individual runner was like a particle, like one drop of water in the big wave. Now, it's important to note that the science behind the study of crowds doesn't just apply to people. You can apply this same idea to insects and animals too. When insects and animals move in a big crowd, it's called a swarm. For example, when a group of birds flies together like one big group, they also can be thought of as individual particles in a wave. By thinking of individuals in a crowd as particles in a wave, physicists can start to make predictions about how that crowd will behave and what it will do. Remember, the study of water is called hydrodynamics. Now, of course, water particles move randomly, but people don't. So it's more complicated when studying people. Statistics and averages won't work as well. However, it does provide a model scientists can work with. These researchers say that applying the laws of hydrodynamics can help city planners and urban designers create public spaces, such as stadiums and city squares, that are more user-friendly and safer.